creating.
IOHK is kind of a factory for cryptocurrencies and enterprise blockchain technology. So we're both a research company and an engineering company.
Phase 1, an introduction to Cardano. One of the best alternatives you need to follow. Proof of stake algorithm, that's Ouroboros.
What up guys, Nakamoto Crypto here. If you invested into Cardano back in March of 2020 when the price of Ether was sitting at 2 cents, you would have netted yourself right now, 11 months later, a 2,200% increase on your investment. This is the power of decentralization. Stay tuned, like and subscribe. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. Cardano's Ether had sliced through the 75 cents resistance level and is sitting right now just shy of $1. On-chain metrics is noting a strong growth in user adoption every single day, supporting this bullish thesis. Cardano is not a pump and dump. It is a real-world project with a real use case, with a steady growth since March last year. And now its price has risen 2,300%, and this extraordinary bull run has pushed the so-called Ethereum killer higher in the market, making it the 4th largest cryptocurrency by market cap, confirming a breakout of an inverse head and shoulder after it closes this pattern's neckline last month on January the 4th. Since then, Ether has increased by 275% in less than 35 days, and that reversal pattern forecast is telling us that the Cardano price could rise by another 170% from these price levels right now. This would be placing the price of Ether by March of 2021 to $2. On-chain data adds credence to this bullish thesis. Indeed, Cardano's network has seen a 130% increase in new user adoption over the past month. Almost 50,000 new Ether addresses were created on the 9th of February alone. This happened in a single day. The sudden spike in network growth indicates that market participants are now more than confident in Cardano's future and don't mind buying it at these current levels, as they expect a further growth from here. So while Cardano's demand is rampant, the IO map shows little to no resistance barriers ahead of Cardano's price that will prevent it from achieving its upside potential. Instead, the smart contracts token sits on top of a stable support at 68 cents with an additional 31,000 new addresses holding 3 billion Ether. This is the power of Cardano. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is now targeting a $95,000 per BTC by mid-April of this year. This is according to the popular analyst Preston Pish. In a new episode on the What Bitcoin Did podcast, Pish says that BTC will prove its critics and its naysayers wrong once again in the next coming month, as he believes that the leading cryptocurrency will outperform every other asset beyond expectations, stating that "I think it's going to be epic. I think that the price between now and mid-April is going to be gangbusters, way more than people are expecting, and then I think you are going to go through some natural chops in terms of volatility, from there into the 6 figures by mid-summer into the fall. I think it's going to be fascinating to watch. I cannot wait to see the CNBC talking heads once again about Bitcoin and still not understanding it. It's going to be fun because everyone is looking at it and they are still saying, what is this Bitcoin thing? This doesn't make any sense. The same thing that you have seen with all the people that have been longing Tesla and all your traditional folks that were saying, oh, it's going to die here. It's the same exact length being applied to Bitcoin, but probably 10x more so. As for the exact price of Bitcoin, Pish refers to a tweet that shows Bitcoin pulling off a steep rise and printing gains of over 106% in the past 2 months alone. He states that I redrew it, and that's why I am saying whether this happens or not, I have no idea. But this chart that I drew and recently posted, I think last week, has the price of Bitcoin sitting at $95,000 by mid-April, and this is before it starts going into some chops. According to Pish, the chop will likely send Bitcoin back down to around $50,000 before resuming another ascending target of $150,000 per BTC by the end of June, as Bitcoin has now a stronger network effect than Facebook because it rewards new users in money. This is according to macro investor and guru Raoul Pal. The Real Vision Finance co-founder and macroeconomic expert Raoul Pal is now noting that companies like Google, Twitter, and Facebook have long deployed behavioral economics by rewarding users with dopamine hits after they get a like or a follow. But Bitcoin, on the other hand, is the ultimate version of this system because it rewards its users who join the network with a capital instead of vanity. Pal states that Bitcoin is the perfect behavioral network because it rewards you in real money. The more people you bring into this network, the more your money goes up. That, by definition, will create tribalism because everybody is now incentivized for their network to go up more than the other network for all other networks to fail. It is an incredibly powerful tool for building a network where you have money attached to it. So imagine if Facebook was $1. Imagine what that would do. Everybody you will be bringing into Facebook would be paid in Facebook shares. That's what Bitcoin is. It's incredibly powerful, and that's why it creates narratives, because just like a religion, it's all about getting more and more people into this network. Raoul Pal says that this accounts for much of the tribalism amongst crypto investors by concluding that once you have unleashed the genie out of the bottle of behavioral economics and big data, everybody will figure out how to use it for different means, and it splinters everybody into different groups, and it's almost impossible to deal with because it is a network. It's not centrally pushed. Facebook is not centrally pushed. Yes, there's an algorithm, but it is a network that everybody's incentivized to get more people into their network because it makes them feel good by getting the dopamine hit with the likes. It's crazy, and that's where we are. And Bitcoin is like the most perfect echelon of this I have ever seen, and most people don't really understand that. Pal believes that the crypto market is in its early stages of a long-term bull run. He has allocated 98% of his entire portfolio into Bitcoin and Ethereum, and he predicts that BTC could rise as high as $1 million in the next 5 years. This is insane. What are your thoughts on $1 million price prediction in the next 5 years for Bitcoin by Raoul Pal? Let us know in the comment section below. Like the video, share, subscribe for some daily crypto content. I have been Mr. Nakamoto Crypto, and I'm out.